Welcome back to the channel. It's Hack Garage. I'm Nick, and we have James recording, and Tyler's over here working on his shit box. So, as my luck would have it, I have no luck at all. It's been 2 days since I pulled the motor out, and finally getting a chance to work on it. Run into a little bit of a snag. Apparently, I left water in the block, and we broke on the cylinders. Check this out, James. So you can tell the block's cracked right here. It's got a little bit of a pinhole by this drain. Then on the other side, it's broke right here. And I never noticed it before we pulled it out. So I kind of at a loss of words. Apparently we should have put a motor together before we took a running motor out of this truck. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the top end off. We're going to still dissect this one. I've got a couple of motors we can put this top end on, whether it's the 350 behind James with the blower on it. That's just a good short block with parts just sitting on it. Or I might have bearings and rings to put the 327 back together. So I guess let's get cracking. It's not going to get done anywhere else. Well, now the top end's out, you can get a real good look at pistons. This one is one of our victims for Super Smoky. But other than a little dirt, they all look pretty damn good. It's a shame the block broke. This thing would have made a hell of a motor all rebuilt. But I guess we're going to have to get with it. Just keep tearing it apart. And went ahead and got the oil pan off this thing so we could look inside it. First glance, it looks pretty good until you pop number one main cap off, and bearing is junk. Snout on the crank isn't too bad. It's got a little bit of ridge to it, but I could have probably made it work. But now we obviously don't got to worry about that at the moment. And figured out why this thing was started to get tight. Turns out the weld broke on the pickup for the oil pump, and it was in the bottom of the pan. So I guess when I said we had a third option, I wasn't really sure what it was going to be, but I guess it could be this motor. Don't let looks fool you. The blower's just sitting on there, and the heads are too. But the bottom end of this motor came out of my dad's plow truck. It ran great. Just had a bunch of valve train issues and it ate the cam. So I guess we'll just rip this top end off, put my top end on it, put a new oil pump in it, put it in the truck, and I hope to hell we're gonna get this thing going here pretty quick. While we're in here taking this apart, I heard these god-awful noises coming from the tractor. James, what in the hell are you doing?
Straight pipe.
You know the difference between straight piping and getting piped, Stephanie? And can you please let the viewers know what is the point in this?
Tractor noises.
Tyler, what do we got going on in here?
Timing chain's a little loose.
Look at that. Oh, slopping that thing. I think it's because the freaking thing ain't on any of the gear. That's on the teeth.
But she looks like she's gonna be a good donor motor. It doesn't seem there's anything bad yet.
camshaft out of this motor. You got the camshaft out of the old motor. Just wanted to take a quick comparison comparing the lobes of this junk cam. See that? Almost no lobe to it versus my Lenati cam. It's got some serious lobe to it. I guess it's safe to say the cam in that motor was pretty junk. But we're gonna get going. We're gonna put this cam in the motor. We're gonna get the gear set on. I got a Pete Jackson gear drive. It's a noisy one, so it's gonna sound like it's got a supercharger with no supercharger on it. We got, the only thing we're missing is oil pump, so we're gonna get as much done on this motor as we can. Oil pump will be here tomorrow, so hopefully we can get the valve train in it, get the heads on it, get them torqued, start putting everything else together, and then hopefully, with any luck, we'll have it in the truck in the next couple of days. Fingers crossed.
Ready? So the thing definitely has no. You want to give it a quick squirt to actually get it to start?
Might have to take the squirters. Might have to clean the fucking nozzles on the front because it doesn't look like it's getting any fuel on the front side.
Ready?
Yeah, try it.
Big old humper cam.
Squirter definitely needs to be clean because that one's squirting hot. Did you see the fuel mist?
Yeah. Try it again.
This thing sounds gnarly.
Try it again. Well, I guess it runs pretty good actually, and quite surprised in throwing this motor together as fast as we did. But now it's time to finish all the little things, and the next time you guys see these para trucks, hopefully we'll be going on our road trip to Hancock. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're working on trying to get better videos going and getting all my 17 projects in line. So, stay tuned for more. I too normally, ow, that's hot, like to find my connecting rod in the middle of the road.